Self-driving cars are not fully autonomous. And no, AI isn't about to replace every driver on the road. If you're a business owner who's banking on, scared of, or just plain confused about AI in transportation, you have been lied to. Because what most people think AI does in autonomous vehicles is dead wrong. There's a ton of noise out there. Between the hype from car companies and the fear-mongering headlines, business leaders are getting whiplash. Whether you're either throwing money at the wrong tech or ignoring real, profitable companies because of a bunch of bad assumptions. That's not just annoying, it's expensive. So in this video, I'm busting the biggest myths about AI in self-driving cars. You'll learn what AI actually does and doesn't, where the tech really stands today, and how to separate science fiction from investable reality. If you're interested in mastering AI or having me build a custom automation for your business, hit the link below to set up a free one-on-one call with me to discover the possibilities. Now, let's get dangerous. Let's kill this myth right now. There is no such thing as a truly self-driving car on the road today. What we do have are driver assist systems, and there's a big difference. Autonomy in vehicles is measured on a scale from level 0 to level 0, no automation. The human does everything. Level 1, basic assist, like cruise control or lane keeping. Level 2 is partial automation. Your car can steer and brake, but you must stay alert and in control. Level 3, conditional automation. The car can handle some environments, but it may hand back control with no warning. Level 4, high automation in geofenced areas. No driver needed if conditions are perfect. And level 5 is full autonomy. No steering wheel, no human needed, anywhere, anytime. And we are not at level 5, not even close. Right now, most systems you hear about, like Tesla's Autopilot, GM's Super Cruise, and even Mercedes Drive Pilot, are level 2 or 3 at best. Tesla, for example, markets full self-driving, but legally and technically, it's still level 2. You're required to keep your hands on the wheel and eyes on the road. Waymo and Cruise have pushed into level 4 in limited test zones, but even those are constrained by geography, weather, and time of day. And let's be real, Cruise just had to pull its fleet after multiple safety incidents. So no, your next Uber won't be robot only. We're in the assist era, not the autonomy era, and confusing the two is how bad investments get made. Let's get one thing straight. AI doesn't drive like a human. It doesn't think like a human. It doesn't understand context, emotions, or consequences the way you and I do. What it does is pattern recognition on steroids. AI systems in self-driving cars are trained on massive data sets. Video footage, sensor logs, LiDAR maps. They use this training to predict what's most likely to happen in any given driving situation. But here's the problem. Prediction is not the same as judgment. If a child chases a ball into the street, the human intuitively slows down at the sight of the ball. An AI is only reacting based on historical data. If that scenario wasn't in its training set, or it didn't register fast enough, it might not respond at all. Same goes like unusual weather, fog, snow, heavy rain that mess with sensors and confuse neural nets. Weird edge cases like construction zones or a pedestrian dressed as a traffic cone. Yes, that's a real test. And ethical decisions. Swerve to hit a pole or hit a person. AI doesn't feel anything. It just runs a calculation. So while AI can process thousands of data points in milliseconds, it doesn't understand what it's not aware, it's not moral, it's just math. And that's fine as long as we stop pretending it's more than that. You've heard it before. By 2025, the roads will be full of driverless taxis. Spoiler alert, they won't. The tech world loves to overpromise, but regulatory reality moves way slower than hype circles. Even if the AI was ready, which it's not, here's what still stands in the way. There is no universal standard for autonomous vehicles in the US, let alone worldwide. Laws vary state by state, city by city. Some places allow AV testing, others ban it outright. And don't forget, every time there's a high-profile crash, politicians slam the brakes. If a driverless car kills someone, who's at fault? The car company? The software developer? The owner of the vehicle? We don't yet have a legal framework to assign blame or insure against it. That is a massive risk for fleet operators and a major red flag for investors. Our roads, signs, signals, and GPS maps were built for humans, not machines. Construction zones, faded lines, missing signage. AI gets confused a lot until we overhaul infrastructure, or at least digitally map every inch of the country. Autonomous fleets will stay stuck in beta. The truth is that driverless fleets might arrive in controlled environments, like campuses, business parks, or delivery depots, but widespread rollout? We're years, maybe decades away. This one gets thrown around a lot. AI is coming for every driving job. Human drivers are toast. It sounds dramatic, and it sells headlines, but it's also not how the industry actually works. Because the future isn't no humans, it's humans in the loop. Let me explain. AI can handle structured tasks. It can drive down a well-marked highway, detect objects, and follow GPS routes with scary precision. But when it runs into uncertainty, a broken traffic light, an ambulance weaving through lanes, or an unexpected road closure, it needs help. That's where human oversight comes in. Companies like Phantom Auto are building remote driver support systems. If a self-driving vehicle gets stuck or confused, a remote human operator can step in, assess the situation, and give instructions or take control. Think of it like air traffic control for autonomous cars. Other models use fleet supervisors to monitor multiple vehicles at once, stepping in only when necessary, which keeps costs down, safety up, and humans still very much in the loop. And let's not forget, in many sectors, long-haul trucking, last-mile delivery, urban rideshare, the human touch still matters. Whether it's handling a package, navigating a complex city drop-off, or just reassuring a nervous passenger, people still trust people. So no, AI isn't going to wipe out human drivers, but it will change the role they play and open new opportunities for those willing to adapt. Alright, after all the myth busting, let's give AI its flowers. Because while full autonomy is still a fantasy, there are real, practical ways AI is already delivering ROI, especially for smart business owners. Here's where AI actually shines today. AI can analyze traffic patterns, road closures, weather, and delivery schedules in real time. Then plot the most efficient path. That means fewer miles, faster deliveries, and lower fuel costs. Companies like UPS and Amazon use this tech every single day to save millions. AI powers things like lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, collision detection, and blind spot monitoring. These aren't self-driving measures. They're driver support tools that prevent accidents and lower insurance claims. If you're managing a fleet, every avoided fender bender is money saved. And with enough sensor data, AI can tell you when a vehicle is about to break down before it does. That means no more unexpected downtime, emergency repairs, or missed deadlines. You get a healthier fleet, happier customers, and a stronger bottom line. In summary, AI isn't replacing humans. It's amplifying smart systems. And if you know how to plug it in the right way, you can dominate your market while everyone else is chasing hype. Here's what the numbers say and where your business should take note. Tesla reports that vehicles using their autopilot system recorded approximately one crash every 6 8.69 million miles in the second quarter of 2025. By comparison, vehicles not using autopilot in that same quarter crashed once every 963,000 miles. Waymo shares that their crash rate for driver only, which is no human driver, in geofenced real-world rides is substantially lower than human benchmarks on surface streets. These results show an important truth for business owners. AI in vehicles is delivering measurable safety gains, and that translates directly into lower insurance costs, fewer accident-related disruptions, and improved fleet reliability. But here's the caveat. For Tesla's stats, while the numbers look strong, independent analysts caution that the data may have reporting limitations and context matters, like what roads, conditions, and driver supervision. For Waymo, the technology sits in controlled, geofenced, highly mapped environments, often less complex than general public roads. That means the real world is still more challenging than the test zones. In short, yes, the tools are showing ROI, but only under the right conditions, and only when businesses understand the scope and limits. What does this mean for you as a business owner? Remember, if you're interested in mastering AI or having me build you a custom automation for your business, hit the link below and set up a free one-on-one call with me to discover the possibilities. And with that, be sure to leave a like, share your thoughts with the class, and before you subscribe, make sure you know what you're doing, because it ain't easy being at the top. I'll see you guys next time.
Black fin cutting through the blazing rain. Thunder rolling, but I ride the wave again. Deep tide rising, hear the echo call.